You feed them, you pet them, you absolutely adore them. But hey, what if I told you that your cat, even with a full belly, might be mentally starving? Starving for one specific instinctual ritual that almost all of us completely miss. Okay, let's dive right in, because what we're about to cover could honestly change your entire relationship with your cat. I know, that's a pretty intense question, right? We give them everything we think they need. Food, water, a cozy spot to nap. But deep, deep down, there's this wild creature driven by instincts that a full food bowl just can't touch. We're going to figure out exactly what's missing. And this is the most important part. This isn't about being a bad cat parent, not at all. It's about unlocking a kind of secret language, a whole set of needs that cats are literally hardwired to have. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. And that, right there, is when the real deep bond actually begins. So what does this hidden problem actually look like in real life? Well, you might be surprised that some of those behaviors you've just kind of written off as, oh, that's just my cat being a cat, are actually symptoms of this deeper mental hunger. Okay, take a quick look at this list. Does any of this sound familiar? Yeah? That one corner of the couch that's just been shredded? The constant nagging meow even when their food bowl is full? These aren't just little quirks. They're basically distress signals. They're signs that your cat's brain is bored out of its mind and is just screaming for a challenge. They're trying to tell us something, and we need to listen. And this right here just shows the transformation perfectly. On the left, you've got all that anxiety and boredom just bubbling over into problem behaviors. But on the right, after its core needs are finally met, you see a totally different animal. Calm, content, and just deeply secure. This change isn't a fantasy. It's completely possible. And it all starts with one single key instinct. Which brings us to the single most important and, most overlooked part of what it means to be a cat. Their entire biology, every fiber of their being, is built around the hunt. And by just plopping food in a bowl, we accidentally short-circuit their most powerful, most satisfying drive. Now get ready for this number, 80%. That is the percentage of waking hours a wildcat spends doing something related to hunting. Just think about that for a second. We've taken this incredible animal that's designed for constant problem solving, and we've given it a life with zero problems to solve. This is the biological program running in their brain: hunt, catch, eat, in that order. When we only give them the eat part, we're denying them the mental satisfaction and the physical release that comes from those first two steps. It's kind of like reading the last page of a mystery novel first. You get the outcome, but zero of the satisfaction. The experts call this a territory void. Their little cat brain just feels incomplete, unfinished, because they didn't have to work for their reward. And that unfinished feeling, it can lead directly to the anxiety and the destructive habits we saw just a minute ago. They need a job to do. But here's the fix. And honestly, it's so incredibly simple. This 5-minute hunting ritual right before a meal can change everything. You just use a wand toy, let them stalk it, pounce on it, and capture their prey. It completes that cycle in their brain, and it provides this immense sense of satisfaction and, of course, stress relief. And hey, it doesn't have to stop there. Instead of a boring old bowl, you could try puzzle feeders or even just hide their kibble around the house. You're not being mean by making them work for their food. You're giving them back the one thing that truly makes them feel like a cat. Okay, so once their inner predator is satisfied, the next giant piece of the puzzle is their territory. A cat's sense of well-being is directly, and I mean directly, tied to how safe and in control they feel in their own home. Think about it this way. We live in a flat, horizontal world. We walk on the floor. But for a cat, an animal whose ancestors lived in trees, our world feels super exposed. They are hardwired to seek out vertical space, to get up high. And that is why this is so important. For a cat, height equals control and safety, period. When you give them cat trees or shelves or even just clear off the top of a bookshelf, you're giving them a safe vantage point. You'll literally see them stop hiding under the bed and start observing their kingdom from their throne. And it's the same with scratching. It's not just about sharpening their claws. It's about ownership. See, they have scent glands in their paws, and when they scratch, they're leaving behind a message, a little sign that says, I live here. This is my safe space. So giving them a good, sturdy, vertical scratching post near a doorway or the couch helps them feel so much more secure. All right, we've covered the hunt and the kingdom. Now let's get into the final piece of this whole thing, communication. How do we actually talk to our cats in a language they understand so we can build that profound, unshakable trust?
First things first, and this is a big one. Stop just reaching out and petting them. Instead, you're going to perform the scent handshake. Just extend one finger and let them approach. When they lean in and rub against you, that is them giving you permission. You're showing them you're a predictable partner, not some big, scary giant.
And once you get that green light, pet them where it really matters. These specific spots, their cheeks, the base of their ears, under their chin, are packed with scent glands. When you stroke these spots, they release pheromones that signal comfort and trust. It's like telling them in their own language, you're safe with me.
Now, we've all heard about the slow blink, right? The famous cat kiss. But here's the thing, almost everyone misses the most powerful part of this whole gesture. It's not really about the blink itself. It's about the crucial step that you have to do right after.
You look away. After you give them that nice slow blink, you then turn your head slightly to the side. What is this signal? It tells them, I see you, I trust you, and I am so relaxed that I don't need to keep my eyes locked on you. It's the ultimate display of vulnerability, and it makes them way more likely to come to you. It's a game changer.
So when you put all of this together, the hunt, the safe territory, the right kind of communication, you're doing so much more than just making your cat happy. You're actually building a true partnership. I love thinking about it like this, a trust account. Every single time you do that 5-minute hunt or respect their space with a scent handshake, you're making a deposit. And over time, all these little deposits build this incredible, profound bond that's based on mutual respect and, well, finally understanding each other. So as we wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with this one thought. You now have the keys to unlock a much deeper connection with your cat. The only question left is, what deposit are you going to make to their trust account tonight?